It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Trey Lance. He comes in fourth in the league in passing this year. It's the Ravens and the Browns, just ahead on EA Sports.
It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
First play is to the air. Catch is made by the rookie out of Tennessee. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you'll always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
From the gun on third down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick-6 starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have, but boy, can it set a tone early.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Has this at the 6. Some good work on that return, Brock. Gets this up to the 33. The Browns and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And midway through the season, you can see he's pacing the NFL running backs and receiving touchdowns. A real versatile player for them on offense. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Play made by Deron Payne. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He's going to throw this one. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. Slot man in motion left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
The first down pass. Micah Parsons on the tackle. Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They motion the tight end over. The give on 2nd to Hall. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing now on 1st down. Hall there to haul it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back now, pressure on its way. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Lance. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So it's 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Lance. Finds him over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 5. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. They put a receiver in motion here left. 3rd down from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
The Browns getting their offense out there. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All gets it again on second down. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Here comes Bryce Baringer to handle the 4th down punt. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. And following that return, we've got an injured player down there. He'll receive some assistance as we step aside. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Lance now. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Throwing is Lance. Pass complete to Cook. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. After the flag, they've got 3rd and 9 to figure out. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. They start the drive with Hall. We'll have them gain about a handful there. Hassan Reddick cleaning up that play. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They've got 2nd and 5. They'll try and throw it here. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go, set. Shut up.
Back to throw now. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. From the gun, it's Hall. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Hall once more. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding, offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Here we go, second and very long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking to the air here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, Kate. Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. Third and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Ravens and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. To the air, Lance. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's tackled for a short gain. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun here. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Cook trying this one up the gut. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down. They send a receiver in motion right. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Running it after the penalty. And they had that one contained right at the line. Boye Mafe bringing that play to a halt. Got to figure out this third down here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Browns will have their work cut out for them on this drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first. We give to Hall now on the option. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brought down by Tyrann Mathieu. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the 28. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. Setting up a throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. We've got an injury stoppage here, and no, not what any of us want to see. You remember the injury his rookie year. It's Breece Hall hurts on the play. Here he is on 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Ravens will go on offense. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Lance. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They go play action here. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They send a tight end in motion. Throw on 3rd down. Headed out right. Oh, he's going to run for it. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Motioning the tight end now. Now it's Lance. Andrews with the catch. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Tackled by Jack Campbell. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Lance. He throws a bullet deep to the right. He's got it deep downfield. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now they face 2nd down. Here's a throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. And they bring him down around the 34. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. To throw here on first down. Dumped off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and 13. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Third and long for him here. It's tipped away and he's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together. Back to throw, it's Lance. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 42. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get it up to the 44. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Lance now. Into traffic, complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 48. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Browns might be able to get some points late after the interception. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we've reached the halftime break. It's the Ravens leading so far on the road. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Tua Tagovailoa, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And that one's gone to halftime with the visiting Jets.
Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the third quarter. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This is Cook. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 29. Throwing the out route complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lance. Caught, nice gain left side. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens lead by 15 now.
Round 6.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting 2nd right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. This is ahead for about 5. Hassan Reddick cleaning up that play. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 31. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
False start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They go play action on first. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing is Lance. Gets him on the in route. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Now it's Lance. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. He's going deep this time. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And he gets this forward to the 19. They get 13 on the pickup. And that gives the Browns a first.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they can finally drag him down.
It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal. Moore going in motion left. They'll try and punch it in. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Pass play coming here. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he drives this forward to the 6.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
He's got it! And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. He's happy to bring him 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Ravens send Trey Lance headed back out on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They'll start this series with an option left. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And the Browns will go on offense. They'll throw to begin this drive. Moore's got it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They're going play action. That's into the hands of Moreau. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 39. Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. They'll come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Maher connects there. And the lead is back down to 9.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Has this at the 6. And look at this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Play action on 1st down. He's got Andrews. And he'll get it up to the 44. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Lance. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Back to throw, it's Lance. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Pat Surtain has it. And the Browns have some new life in the 4th.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He beams one deep right side. Big gain downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Give now to the running back. Has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Browns cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Baltimore running its offense out now. Their lead cut down inside a field goal, so points imperative here to get some breathing room. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed here to Pickens. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pass complete to Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 11. Finds the in route complete. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. To the air, lands. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Putting a receiver in motion. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB and tight end? They got that ball out in a hurry.
He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Ravens lead by only 2. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Trying it left side with Cook. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now we get another stoppage here, just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock. But the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
2nd down, he takes the option right. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Calling about 7 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And that grows the lead to 5. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Ravens are your winners, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.